Welcome in to be our guest. And we have one of our favorite people here, folks. I just have to admit it. We have Michael Jordan from Alabama Power. And what would we do without you? Because every time I hear the word rolling blackouts, I just think, thank you, dear Lord, for Alabama Power and for my air conditioning. And speaking of that, the cost of everything is rising, everything. And that is going to include some of your utilities.
Sure.
So let's talk about ways that we can be sensible, ways that we can cut down on what we're spending.
Well, first of all, thank you. It's great to see you.
You too.
You all do such a tremendous job of educating folks on all sorts of things, and saving money through energy is just one of those. So we appreciate the opportunity to share. And the things that I'm going to share with you, I know some of the people that are going to watch are not Alabama Power customers, but a lot of these are going to be true for
everybody,
a co-op, or if you've got another electric provider. But there's certainly a lot more information at alabamapower.com as well, if I leave something out.
Okay.
So the first thing that I would share, summertime, traditionally bills go higher. Wintertime, the dead of winter, bills go higher. So power bills are directly related to how much energy a family uses. And during the summer, energy usage increases. So that's why talking about tips to decrease that usage is really helpful. And I'll put it in 3 buckets.
Okay.
One are those things that cost absolutely no money, but produce enormous savings. So observations around the house, doors that don't close correctly, maybe leaving windows cracked, or maybe the weather stripping has deteriorated. So if there's any crack in a window, door that warm air can get in, that means that the air conditioning unit is having to work harder in order to cool that air. Those are just observations that people can make, making sure that lights are turned off, refrigerator doors are closed, maybe not drying clothes at the hottest part of the day.
Okay.
Things such as that are small, but they pay big dividends in the long run. The second bucket would be those things that don't cost a lot of money, but they cost some. So that weather stripping, making sure that caulking, making sure that if there are those cracks, that they can be sealed properly. Ceiling fans, low cost, energy use, but if someone has a fan on, a ceiling fan, then that's going to circulate that conditioned air. It almost becomes a wind chill effect in the summertime, where it feels cooler than maybe you might think it is.
Right.
And it's
I love mine.
So it's just that sense of the air being cool, and it keeps people comfortable.
Now there's something to clockwise and counterclockwise, isn't so?
So in the summertime, the ceiling fans should turn counterclockwise.
Okay.
In the wintertime, the ceiling fans would turn clockwise, and it's going to circulate that air in a different way.
Okay.
Alabama Power, we recommend. I get in trouble every time I say this, so I'm going to start, but with the air conditioning unit, we recommend 78 degrees. We 100% understand that 78 may be uncomfortable for some, it may be comfortable for others, but what we recommend is find whatever that comfort level is, and keep that thermostat consistent. So my family, for instance, we may have an issue with someone bumping down the thermostat, and then bumping up the thermostat. Well, that's just making that unit work harder to condition that air that's in. Remember, for every degree that you can lower or raise that thermostat, that's creating a certain percentage savings on the power bill.
Well, now, a lot of people question this, and I'm not sure about this, but let's say, for instance, today, I'm going to be out of the house. I've gone from 8. I'll be back in around 4:30. I usually will try to keep mine at 76 or 77. What if I'm going to be gone all day long? I'm cooling a house I'm not in, but is that what I should be doing, or is it going to? Am I going to spend more time if I change it?
That's a great question. So programmable thermostats are a way that you can maximize the time you're away. So when you are away, raising the thermostat, if you're away for an extended period of time, raising the thermostat would make sense.
Okay.
Because you're not going to be. However, you don't want to raise it too far where
Right.
when you come back in,
Right.
your unit is having to work even harder to condition that air that is remaining in the house.
Okay. Well, I just remember growing up, Daddy always said, girls, when you walk out of your bedroom, turn off your light.
Yes.
And I'm really good about doing that because
Yes.
all of that adds up.
It does.
And then I think that we also learned to close your curtains, close your blinds, you know, when that sun is coming through those windows, whatever side of the house, because you can feel the heat
Oh, sure, sure.
coming in.
Right. So in the wintertime, we'll have a discussion and we'll say, open the blinds.
Right,
Let that,
right.
Let that solar heat into the home. In the summertime, however, close the blinds. Make sure that that solar radiation heating of the home doesn't come in because all of those things are just making your home even warmer. And there's a lot of other tips that we can share.
Okay.
But I would say that you said something very important. Even the smallest of thing
Right.
has an enormous impact on one's power bill because those lifestyle changes, those small changes in weather stripping or caulking, that sort of thing, pay enormous dividends.
Well, if you've got a few things to wash them by hand. Hang them outside. Those days are okay.
That's right.
Michael, thank you so
Sure.
much.
No,
we
thank you
we
again.
appreciate it. We appreciate all that you do. And folks, pay attention, use all the tips. It'll help you save money. And we'll be right back.